Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's tutorial, I will demonstrate how to draft, cut and sew this simple dartless blouse with a 3-layered sleeve design. Hi, my name is Ayo and welcome to 011 Clothing Tutorials. On this channel, I upload DIYs, pattern drafting and sewing tutorials. If you haven't subscribed yet, kindly do so. And do not forget to turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. So now, let's get right into the tutorial. Thank you. I'll be working with the following items: calculator, paper, scissors. Ideally, a pencil should be used to draft a pattern, but for tutorial purpose, I'll be making use of this glue marker pen, rulers and curves, pattern paper, a matching thread, and African print fabric. I'll be working with the following measurements: bust circumference 39 inches, waist circumference 35 inches, hip circumference 43 inches, desired blouse length 28 inches, shoulder to waistline 18 inches, shoulder to shoulder measurement 16 inches. So on this pattern paper, which I've already spread out on the table, I have already drawn a margin of 2 inches at the top and on the left hand side of the pattern paper. So what I intend to do now is to draw a rectangular box that will contain both the front and the back patterns, as I will be drafting both the back and the front patterns together within this rectangle that I intend to draw. To estimate the width of the rectangular box, I will use the formula hip circumference plus 4 inches for ease divided by 2, and this is 43 plus 4 all over 2, and this is equal to 23.5 inches. I'm making use of my hip circumference because my hip circumference is my largest circumference between my bust, my waist and my hips. If your waist or your bust is the largest, then you can use either of these instead of your hip circumference. So I will now go ahead to measure and mark 23.5 inches like this, all the way down, and the length of the rectangle will be my desired blouse length, which is 28 inches. I will go ahead to measure and mark 28 inches. I will now draw the rectangular box like this. I will divide the rectangular box into 2 equal halves vertically. So I'll go ahead and do that now. This side will be the center back, while this side will be the center front. I will now go ahead to measure and mark 1 inch from the starting line for the back shoulder line. I will square the line across like this. For the front shoulder line, I will measure and mark 1.5 inches from the starting line for the front shoulder line. I will square the line across. I'll do is to draw the armhole line. The armhole line is also called the chest line, and to estimate this, I will simply divide my bust circumference by 6 and I will add 1.5 inches to the value obtained, and this gave me 8 inches. I have the option of either measuring the 8 inches from the back shoulder line downwards or from the front shoulder line downwards like this. I will measure mine from the front shoulder line downwards because I want a bigger armhole. If you want a smaller armhole, then you should measure yours from the back shoulder line downwards. So I will measure and mark 8 inches and I will square the line across. I will square the line across to the center back and to the center front. So the next we move over to the waistline. My shoulder to waistline measurement is 18 inches. So from the starting line, I will measure and mark 18 inches downwards like this. I will square the line across to the center back and to the center front. Now I am done with drawing the horizontal lines. I will now do a quick recap of the lines. This line is the back shoulder line. This is the front shoulder line. This line is the armhole line, also known as the chest line. This is the waist line. This is the hem of the blouse, and this is the starting line. I will now go ahead to draw the back and the front neckline curves. For the back neckline, I will use a neckline dimension of 3 inches wide by 1 inch deep. So I'll be using a dimension of 3 inches by 1 inch for the back neckline, and this is the basic neckline. For the front neckline, I will use a neckline dimension of 3 inches by 3 inches. That is 3 inches wide and 3 inches deep. I will use my French curve to draw the front neckline curve like this. Next, I will divide my shoulder to shoulder measurement by 2, which is 16 inches divided by 2, and this is equal to 8 inches. So I will go ahead to measure and mark 8 inches on the back and front shoulder lines, starting from the center back and the center front respectively. I will connect the neck point to the shoulder point for both the back and the front patterns using a straight edge like this. I will also go ahead to measure and mark the 8 inches, which is my half shoulder measurement on the armhole or chest line, starting from the center front and the center back respectively. I will connect these 2 points together for both the back and the front patterns using broken lines like this vertically. Next, I will divide my bust circumference plus 3 inches for ease divided by 4. So my bust circumference is 39 inches. So bust circumference plus 3 inches for ease divided by 4. I'm using 3 inches ease because I'm making a loose fitting blouse. So this will give me 39 plus 3 inches divided by 4, and this is equal to 10.5 inches. So on the armhole line, I will go ahead to measure and mark 10.5 inches starting from the center back and the center front respectively. I'm using 3 inches as the ease because this is a dartless blouse and it cannot be fitted unless you are using a stretchy fabric. So I will find the middle point of this broken line for the back pattern. I will mark the middle point like this. From the middle point, I will go in by half an inch. I will now connect this half an inch to the shoulder tip using my straight edge like this. I will now go ahead to draw the lower part of the armhole curve using my French curve like this. For the front pattern, I will go up by 3 inches from the armhole line and I will mark the 3-inch point. From the 3-inch point, I will go in by 3/4 of an inch like this and I will mark the point and I will connect it to the shoulder tip using my straight edge like this. I will now go ahead to draw the lower part of the armhole curve using my French curve. For the waistline, I will use the formula waist circumference plus 3 inches for ease divided by 4. And this is equal to 35 plus 3 inches divided by 4, and this gave me 9.5 inches. I used up to 3 inches for the ease because I'm making a dartless blouse with a non-stretchy fabric, so the outfit cannot be tight fitting, hence we might have fitting issues. So I will go ahead to measure and mark 9.5 inches on the waistline, starting from the center front and the center back respectively. For the hip circumference, I will also use 3 inches for the ease. So I'll use the formula hip circumference plus 3 inches for ease divided by 4. And this gave me 43 plus 3 divided by 4, and this is equal to 11.5 inches. So at the hem of the blouse, I will go ahead to measure and mark 11.5 inches starting from the center front and the center back respectively. So I will now go ahead to join the 3 points together, that is the bust, the waist and the hips. I'll join the 3 points together for both the back and the front pattern, and this will give us the side seams for the blouse. So I want the hem of the blouse to be curved. So at the side seams, I will go up by 1.5 inches for both the back and the front patterns. I will now go ahead to curve the ends using my French curve. I will now go ahead to alter the front and the back basic necklines by making them bigger. For the back neckline, I will increase the neck width by 1 inch and the neck depth by 1 inch also. I will now go ahead to redraw the back neckline curve. The back neckline curve is now bigger than it was before. For the front neckline, I will also increase both the width and the depth of the front neckline by 1 inch. And I will redraw the front neckline curve like this using my French curve. I will now go ahead to cut out the front and the back patterns. Both the front and the back patterns will be cut on fold. So now I have gone ahead to pin both the back and the front patterns on my fabric. I use 1/2 inch seam allowance all through except for the side seams where I use 1 inch side seam allowance. Note that my fabric is already on fold, as you can see. I will now go ahead to cut out the back and the front pieces. So I have already cut out all the pieces needed to make this. This is the front piece and it was cut on fold. This is the back piece. I also cut it on fold. I will now go ahead to cut out the front and the back neckline facing. So I'll fold the fabric into two like this. And I will use the back and the front pieces to cut out the neckline facing. The total width of the front neckline facing will be 4 inches. So for the back neckline facing, I won't cut on fold because there will be an opening at the center back of the blouse. So we have two pieces for the back neckline facing. So these are the facing pieces. I have already interfaced the pieces and I've also hemmed the lower part. So I will place the front neckline facing on top of the front piece like this, right side to right side. I will pin in place, then I will take it to my sewing machine and I will stitch using 1/2 inch sewing allowance. I have already slashed the neckline at the middle for the back. I use 5 inches for the slash. And I'll use this bias strip to tape the neckline. And the bias strip is 1.5 inches wide. After doing this, I will sew the two facing pieces in place. So now that has been done, as you can see, I inserted this loop at the upper part of the slit on the left hand side. This will be used as buttonhole for the button that will be fixed later on. After sewing the facing in place, I knocked the seam allowances at the neckline, and I now went ahead to understitch the seam allowance to the neckline of the facing. I did the same thing for the front neckline as well. So I'll place the back piece on top of the front piece like this, right side to right side. I will open up the shoulders like this. I will pin in place, making sure that the seam lines match up. After pinning in place, I will take it to my sewing machine and I will stitch in place using 1/2 inch sewing allowance. I will do the same thing for the other shoulder as well, and I will also join the side seams together. So now that has been done, I've joined the shoulders and the side seams together. I will now turn the blouse to the wrong side. I use French seam for the inside of the blouse, for the side seams of the blouse, so as to conceal the raw edges. And as you can see, I've also joined the shoulder seams together. So these are the sleeves that I will fix to the armhole of the blouse. I have a detailed tutorial on how to do this on my channel. The link will be above and in the description box below. I will now go ahead to fix the two sleeves to the two armholes of the blouse. I will turn the blouse to the wrong side like this. I will now go ahead and pin in place first. Then I will take it to my sewing machine and stitch in place using 1/2 inch sewing allowance. So now that has been done, I'll fix the sleeves. I have also hemmed the lower part of the blouse. I use bias strip to knitting the raw edges at the armhole. I have also unstitched the facing to the neckline of the fabric. So I've already unstitched the facing in place. And I fix the button to the center back of the blouse. So that's it guys, we are done. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, share, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in my next tutorial. Bye, and thank you so much for watching.